Hey guys, this week I am sharing one of the freezer meals that I posted several weeks ago. If you guys missed that video, I will leave the iCard up above. I got a lot of comments asking me to show me actually cooking one of those meals. So tonight for dinner, we are having the chicken and dumplings. So when I put my freezer meals together, I always write the directions on the bag. There's a lot of different ways that you guys can do this stuff. This is just what's worked for me. On here it says I'm going to cook it on high for 5 hours. Then I'm going to take the chicken out and shred it, put it back in, stir in some milk and my biscuits, and then cook for another hour. So right now it is shortly after 10 a.m. So I'm going to go ahead and just dump my bag in my crock pot. Now I did pull this out of the freezer last night and it's been sitting in my refrigerator until I was ready to start cooking it. So it has defrosted a little bit, just enough so I can actually get it out of the bag. If I were to take this straight out of the freezer right now, I would have a really hard time getting it out of the bag. So you are going to need to thaw it out a little bit, just enough for you to pour it into the crock pot and get it actually cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the crock pot and then I will be right back. Okay, I have dumped my bag of chicken and dumplings. Actually, the dumplings are not in it yet, but everything else I have dumped into my crock pot. So I'm just going to put the lid in it. Now, depending on how much cleaning you want to do, I know a lot of people use crock pot liners. It's just, when I've used those in the past, I always felt like I don't know, my food just always tasted a little off. I always get wary about cooking with like the plastic liner in here, so I don't do that. I just wash my crock pot. Maybe I'll try the liners out again. Maybe it was just like a bad box that I got, or I don't know. But for now, I'm just dumping it straight into the crock pot. If you guys want to use Pam, you can, just to make cleanup a little bit easier, but I just scrub the pot when I'm done. So I am gonna go ahead and put this on high for actually I'm gonna put it on for 6 hours because I only have a 4 or a 6 option on this crock pot, and I will make myself a timer on my phone to go off in 5 hours so I can take the chicken out and shred it. So I will be back with you guys in 5 hours. Okay, I am back several hours later. So that is how it has cooked, what it looks like. I'm going to get the chicken out and shred it. Then I'm gonna put the chicken back in, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm going to do the dumpling portion of this. And I forgot to mention at the very beginning, but I will have the link to the recipe down below, just in case you guys did miss the freezer meal when I was putting all of this stuff together. The dump and go, I'll have that down below. You guys can look at how I actually made this for the bag and all the extra ingredients that you need that I'm about to add in here. Okay, so I took my chicken out, shredded it the old-fashioned way. Actually, props to my hubby, he shredded it for me. So we did it the old-fashioned way this time. I am going to add 1 cup of milk. Whatever milk you guys drink is fine. I'm gonna add that to this. And then I have a can of Grand's biscuits. You can use home style, buttermilk, really whatever kind. This one says Southern home style and then buttermilk right here. I don't know, I don't buy these that often. So, and I've never made chicken and dumplings with them before, but this recipe specifically asked for these kinds, so that's the kind that I got. And I'm going to cut each biscuit in here into 4 pieces. I'm gonna do that next, and then I'm just going to pop it into here and cook for another hour. So I will be back after I have all of my biscuits cut up, and then I will dump them in here and show you guys what it looks before I start cooking it for another hour. I've got the biscuits cut up. I have put them in here with the chicken, that cup of milk like I showed you. I gave it a good stir, got everything all mixed together. So now I am going to continue cooking it on high for 1 more hour. I'm gonna put the top on. I still have it on high. So of course, like I mentioned, my crock pot has, 4, 6, and then 8 and 10 for low. So I just put it on the lowest for high, 4 hours, but I will set the timer on my phone. That way I know when the hour is up, and depending on how yours cooks, you may have to cook it longer, but at the 1 hour mark, I'm gonna come and check the biscuits. Really, you're just cooking it now long enough so the biscuits are done and they're not doughy in the center or anything like that. So I shall return in 1 more hour. Okay, hour is up. I actually let it go an extra 10 minutes, so an hour and 10 minutes, because there were just a couple biscuits that looked a little bit runny still. So I let it cook for a little bit extra time, but I went ahead and made myself a plate so I could show you guys. Here it is. Now this is the first time that I've ever made this chicken and dumpling recipe. The ones that I've made in the past have been a little bit more soupy just because I never shredded the chicken in those recipes. So this one, it does ask you to shred the chicken, so it's not as soupy really. It's got a lot of chicken in there, but the flavor is amazing. I feel like this is really, really good. And the smell, like my whole house smells delicious. It's so good. So I just kind of put it in a bowl. I feel like since it's not as soupy, you probably could get away with putting it just on the plate. But just to be on the safe side, I put mine in a bowl, and then we are having a salad with it, so I kind of just tucked it in around here, and when I'm eating it, I'll move the bowl so I can eat the salad. But I just wanted to show you how I'm going to have it at the table when I'm ready to eat, and how I'm gonna plate it up for all my kids and my hubby. So if you guys love crock pot and freezer meals, give this video a big thumbs up. Again, the recipe is in the description, and I have already added the card for when I put these together if you guys want to see that. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around, join my YouTube family. I do post every single day. Cook With Me's are on Wednesday, and I have a little bit of everything else throughout the week. I will have yesterday's video in the side here, and I will see you guys tomorrow with something new. Bye guys.